Ladies and gentlemen, it's episode 18. Another week of insanity to come out of John, Zach, and myself. What's up, boys?
What up?
Oh, hey, guys.
John's been doing business calls all day.
Man, I've been wheeling and dealing.
Those Shinedown guys really hard.
I found this new company out of Wisconsin. Well, actually, they moved out of Memphis after they were shot out, but their new audio system is it's
Festival
plastic cups with strings attached to them, and they're gonna play their instruments into these strings for the crowd. So look really good, I think.
That's really cool. That's pretty sick. I'm glad that's a thing that we're doing.
Happy 4th of July. Did you guys blow some shit up for America or what?
John did. John seems like a firework guy to me.
Actually, I'm not. I take that stuff super serious. I don't get me wrong. I love blowing stuff up any other day of the year. I just think there's a lot of karma because that NHL goalie died, took a firework off the chest. The Blue Jackets goalie, it literally died. He's 24 years old. Yep.
I think he was the backup goalie for the Blue Jays.
When did this happen?
I don't know if you guys know this, but
yesterday.
Paul's not the king of news reporting, guys. He just does what he can.
Paul didn't read the news. Nope.
No, what in the hell?
I think this would have came across Paul's news desk, but it did not.
Yeah, this came across the desk, but I didn't fucking care.
Here's the thing, man. You can't.
You took a firework off the chest. I think.
When I was a kid, I'm sure maybe you guys did. Paul, you seem delinquent enough. I was never down with that shit. I was never down with the shooting bottle rockets or Roman candles at each other. Like, hell no, dude. That's so whack. You know, like kids not like you guys shot airsoft guns on tour, which is fine. But like, dude, maybe it's just because I'm a redneck and I grew up in the South. People would try to shoot BB guns at each other.
Yeah, instead you guys are just pulling somebody on a mattress behind your truck.
John just super zoomed on his face.
We can see an ear and an eye.
I'm just trying to play around here.
Yeah, so you guys wouldn't shoot fireworks at each other, but you guys will fucking tow your brother down the fucking street on a twin size mattress in the back of the truck, right?
Yeah, dude, actually we would.
Yeah, see, different type of delinquent shit. Yeah.
What's weird is that the fireworks celebration in Memphis, they're like, what day of the week it is? Because they had no idea what the difference was. They're just like, oh, whatever.
No, that's
Hattie
actually
B's must be having a 2-for-1 sale.
The Hattie B's is Nashville. Hattie B's is Nashville. How about you go fucking park the fucking cod Harvard Yard kid?
That was their delinquent stuff that they did in the Northeast. Is like, we're gonna go fucking knock over the liquor store here and go park the car on the corner.
Yeah. That's what they did.
Watch the town.
They just beat up Catholic priests and robbed liquor stores and brought all the money back to Jack Nicholson.
And here in Arizona, we're just smuggling people across the border. So it's all
you guys.
I'm actually
smuggling you across the border.
I'm actually a Boondock Saint, so it's how I roll, guys.
What did you do yesterday, Paul?
Nothing. This whole weekend. 2 days ago. I'm helping my friend remodel their house. So put in some French doors this weekend, which is super exciting. And, moved some water lines around and took some toilets out and a bunch of renovation
Now
stuff.
they're Mexican French doors.
Yeah. They're
Spanish French doors.
God,
they're Spanish French doors.
Spanish French doors from a dude that can't speak Spanish
That doesn't
at all.
speak Spanish.
Paul's doors are made of tortilla.
Oh my god!
We're deep frying them. They're actually just taco shells.
We're just taco shells, dude.
It's like, do you have like that insulation? Oh no, we use old guac.
That's like when they brick and mortar, how they're mortaring the bricks. It's just guac.
When it gets black, it's like, that's when it's okay to use on everything.
Yeah, they just superheat Velveeta and just throw it in the cracks.
Just table side guac, dude.
It's just mortar to hold together a whole house.
How was New York, John?
It was good, man. I haven't seen my grandmother and some of my aunts and uncles for like 18 months since before COVID. So it was kind of cool to get up there and see them, and people are living their lives. And obviously I'm from a Democratic state in a sense, Massachusetts, but New York obviously is similar. And it was kind of cool seeing literally people just, if you want to wear masks, wear them. If you don't, you don't. And no one being an asshole out in public. So it was kind of cool.
That's good.
Yeah.
We had a lot of people over. A lot of people over.
Yeah, you guys housed the whole neighborhood, it looked like.
Well, we don't really live in a neighborhood, but yeah.
Well, you know what I'm saying,
yeah,
like your commune area.
Yeah. All of our friends came over with their kids.
The bougie boys throwing a fiesta together.
Oh, dude, it was crazy, man. And then so like we bought like $400 worth of fireworks between me and all my dude friends, and then my neighbor Jim. I call him my neighbor. He's like half a mile away, but he has like one of those Gator like side by sides, and he always picks up the boys and like gives them rides around.
So Memphis,
yeah,
so
dude.
Memphis.
Yeah, he has like one of those Gator 6-wheel things. So he texted us and said, "Hey, we got some fireworks." I was like, "Oh, cool." Dude, we started lighting off our fireworks, and some of them were really big. Dude, my neighbor started lighting off fireworks, and it looked like he paid somebody to come do like a firework.
Like an actual show? Like it's just a kiss? It's like a kiss show?
It was insane how big they were, because he shot them off on the lake. His house doesn't back up to the lake, but kind of the side of his house hits the lake. And like we were looking over the trees. It was insanity how big his firework display was.
It's just
like,
an actual pyro team went over there and just set everything up.
Like the intro to WrestleMania. Like just pure insanity. I was like, okay.
The Legion of Doom drove down their motorcycles to kick off the fireworks.
Yeah, dude, that would have been sick, bro, actually.
Dead,
it was like, we just felt like a little bitch. Like I had all these fireworks, dude. And I was like, man, these fireworks ain't shit.
They're just going off in the street. The kids are like, is this it? Like, we're out of here.
Whistling kitty chasers, dude. There was nothing going on, bro. I had nothing. There was nothing going on, man. Like
it's weird because, like, and I think Zach, you posted something this year. Like, obviously, there's been such a huge divide, right, in this last year. Like, people are still now. Don't get me wrong. Yes, America has done a lot of things not right, but it's the concept of the holiday, of it being the 4th of July and Independence Day. Like, you still got to celebrate. Despite what happens in our country, like, dude, we live in a great country. Like
that's kind of what my tweet. I think I know what you're referring to. My tweet was like, or my Instagram post too. I did on both. Was like, never forget. Like, yeah, sure, this country's flawed, but every other country's fucking flawed too. And if they just say they're not, fuck them. They definitely are. And it's about remembering what it was founded on and the purpose of it, and trying to strive for that daily. But like, you know what? That actually gets to I had a gripe written down.
Oh boy.
This kind of gets to one of my gripes.
You better watch out. You better be nice, or you might find yourself in Zach's gripes.
Here's the thing. There's lots of, like, I'm okay on Columbus Day. Like, if you're like 0.0009% Native American, which is the only people I see bitching about this. But like, I saw like one of my friends on Instagram put like, she was like, cancel July 4th, Genocide Day. And I'm like, well, first off, that's not what July 4th is.
That's not the same day.
Literally has nothing to do with that. This is well after. Yep. You know what I mean? And
Columbus Day is kind of a joke, if we're being honest.
Yeah, I'm not down for Columbus Day either. I mean,
it's kind of a stupid. Okay, I'm glad. Okay,
I'm sure glad I found this land that was already here.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, I'm fine with like Columbus Day, but like when you're posting this shit on July 4th and you're like, 0.0005% Indian, like, oh no, I'm not. Listen, I'm not like Native American per se, but one time at summer camp, I went to a Cleveland Indians game one time in the summer of '89. So. Like, you know what I mean?
I've been to
like,
a Slayer concert.
I empathize with like the native. I'm like, dude, shut up. Like, that's not what July 4th is for. Stop with your bitching of like cancel. Get the hashtag cancel July 4th. You click it and there's like 4 other motherfuckers that did something. And they're all like the same person. I was just like annoyed. I was like,
up your butt, Joe Boo.
Shut up.
John, what do you got to say about this?
I think those people are stupid. I don't get the idea. I don't know. I don't even want to get started on it because the whole thing's stupid.
John likes Columbus Day too, probably. I bet.
I love dressing like a pilgrim. and I put like a cornucopia on my cock and just walk around the yard.
He just scalps his actual chest and just hangs up the bear rug.
The Columbus Day is just super weird. Like I don't know. Like you can literally look at history and just be like,
pointless holiday. I think.
Right. Dumb holiday. Stupid. I mean, some great cards. Obviously, Hallmark wants a piece of that pie, literally.
Yeah.
But
we need like a real Columbus mini doc. You know what I mean? Like an actuality of what happened. You know,
like a series, a short series.
Not like a Lifetime movie or anything, but like a real one. Yeah,
Netflix, get on it.
I said that the other day on Twitter, and I think people got weirded out. But I was like, we need like a good Gacy movie.
Like like a
Gacy
short,
movie.
like a short series, like not a show. It doesn't have to be a full blown show, but like a show of him coming to America and acting like he discovered it, and it's like, yeah, this is somebody else's. But
Gacy or Columbus?
Yeah, both.
They tag team.
I agree. They make so many of these like Hulu, like mini, where they're just one season and you get these just banger actors, you know what I mean, and actresses, and you do that. And I think they should do that. I fell asleep during every episode of the Gacy thing on Peacock. There's like 4 episodes. Oh. I fell asleep during every one because the shit was so boring. But I was like, man, I wonder if there's a good movie about this. And I remember the guy who played Francis in Pee-wee's Big Adventure. That's really the only thing I know him from. There was a movie of him playing.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's not for sale, Francis, which is one of my favorite lines. I used to have a shirt that said "It's not for sale, Francis," and no one fucking understood what it meant.
That's incredible.
You know what I mean? Like I wish there was, and I looked it up. That I remember watching that movie a long time ago. I wish there was like a either like what you talked about, like a mini doc, like a 8-part series on HBO Max where you get like, I don't know who plays John Wayne Gacy. John, you know actors more than anybody. You know, you know by name.
I haven't watched that show yet. I've seen the trailer.
But you know what John Wayne Gacy looks like? So what?
Yeah, no,
what Hollywood actor that's like an A to B plus actor with a good hog plays Gacy.
The hog is
great lover.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe like a
Live or Dead.
Vince Vaughn can play him.
Yeah, but he looks nothing like him.
Yeah, but he can shave his head a little bit.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
Vincent D'Onofrio. That's what I meant.
Vincent D'Onofrio could do it.
Yes.
You know who else might look? Because like if you look
Sean
at a picture
Kemp from the Supersonics.
Which, by the way, hit me up on Instagram and said that he wanted to come out to a Goo Goo Dolls show. He thought I was in the Goo Goo Dolls. His Instagram's verified too, by the way.
That means everything nowadays.
Yeah, that means clearly that's the notoriety. We're actually gonna have a friend jump on here from Grind City Media in a minute. My friend Kelsey Wright, who is a sideline reporter for the Grizzlies, and she does a lot of things with the Grizzlies.
She jumps on, and it's actually Coco Beware. We're like, come on, who the fuck are these people?
No one is who they say they are anymore.
Hold on, Zach. Did you tell her what this podcast is like? Does she know what she's coming into? Or
she listened to it, but she technically owes me a favor because I did her podcast last week.
Oh, I feel real bad for her.
So, but you know who else? There's a picture of Gacy when he got arrested and he has hair and just a mustache. Nick Offerman might. I'd like to kind of see Nick Offerman in that.
Who the hell's Nick Offerman?
From Parks and was he on Parks and Rec?
Parks and Recs.
The super dry guy.
Yep.
He played Ron Swanson. Was that his name?
Weasley. Yeah.
Ron Weasley. Ron Weasley. Yo, you want to know a crazy story about the Weasley twins? The Weasley twins from
Ron Weasley from Harry Potter?
Yeah, Harry Potter.
Yeah, he has 2 older brothers. The twins.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, so the actual people.
The actual people, the people who play them.
From the real life movie.
We did, I want to say it was
only
like
go out to concerts, add the character.
We did I want to say it was like a Planet Radio or Kerrang thing or BBC, something in the UK. And it was just a radio thing that we were going to do. And we were like, hey, there was like 2 dudes in the lobby and they ended up coming in for an interview after us. And like, oh, those are the Weasley twins from Harry Potter. I still to this day have never seen Harry Potter, so I don't know really who they are. We were going to somewhere else, like Birmingham or something like that. And they're like, oh, we're actually headed there too. Instead of going to the airport, well, can we ride your bus? So the Weasley twins from Harry Potter just like rode our bus, got shit hammered on beer, and like told like some amazing stories about what I don't know because I've never seen any of the movies. So I don't know who any of the actors or actresses they were mentioning were. But yeah, that's a true story.
Did they just shoot the shit with the crew or what?
No, they hung out with the band and the crew. I think we were like, this was like 2010 maybe. We were all on one bus in Europe. So.
Wow.
Yeah, it was wild, dude. It was crazy. It was fun.
Speaking of Gacy, Zach, I was kind of curious.
Oh, God.
Do you think there's ever a time where there's been a serial killer who kind of like traverses into someone else's like serial killer like crime scene? They're like, God damn it, that was my victim. Like, I wonder what their spat would be about. Like, where they kind of cross contaminate each other's crime scenes.
How great of a movie would that be? You know, they did like Freddy versus Jason and all this shit.
Let's go kill somebody. You're like, dude, this is mine. Like
Gacy versus Dahmer.
Versus the BTK killer, where it's just like they're going after the same victims and trying to who get a higher body count.
Well, here's the thing: Gacy and Dahmer were very similar. It was more like a homosexual type thing that they were going for, both of them. You know what I mean?
Like
so
they're actually calling the cops on each other, like trying to set each other up to get caught. Like they're so vindictive.
Jeffrey Dahmer's at a payphone outside of the Rave in Milwaukee going, "Oh yeah, this is John Wayne Gacy. I'm about to be at the Ambassador Hotel murdering men. I'll meet you there. 5 minutes."
The end of the show is like the end credits scene is actually a guy, is Jeffrey Dahmer, licking his lips like a KFC, watching videos of these two guys do a killing, and he's like, God, yes.
Do you think these guys were friends, like serial killer
friends?
They're
so close to each other.
For serial killers, you think? On the dark web?
There's probably a dating.
Like, hey, what knife are you using? Or like, what ammo? Like, what are you doing for gunpowder? Stuff like that.
What knife are you using?
The old 12-inch blade. Love that one. It's a real go-to.
You know what? I've actually found the 10-inch gets out of there quicker. You got a little bit more pull.
I use the Sheets bathrooms. They double lock from the inside. Stuff to get out.
I love that we're talking about two of the biggest mass murders in American history, and we're just like diminishing it to like a hardware festival, like what they use, like a job fair.
This is where people come in and like, wow, you guys are disgusting. Like just talking about murders, dude. It's
American folklore at this point. At least I did. Like I think Jonathan Davis from Korn like owned like Gacy's car or something, right?
Yeah.
One of them, Dahmer's.
Zach Baggins owns a ton of serial killer stuff. Like
I think Baggins I think Baggins bought some of Jonathan Davis's stuff. Actually,
Baggins actually bought Jonathan Davis.
He actually owns Jonathan Davis now and Korn. But it's a different Jonathan Davis, and the Korn is spelled actually Corn.
Right. It's just a guy named Jonathan from Davis, Illinois, who eats corn. That's all it is.
So, guys, we have an update. Fake Latrell Sprewell blocked me on Instagram.
Dude, there's been
hold on. I saw that you had commented, and I went to go look at it, but your comment was gone. So I think you must have said something. Oh
I said, hey man, this isn't Latrell Sprewell. And then because what I saw some guy that only had like 50 followers or whatever was like, hope your friends enjoyed the show last night. Let me know if there's anything else I can do for you.
That's right.
And I hit the guy up. I commented and I said, hey man, this isn't Latrell Sprewell. So whatever friends you got into, whatever whose show you work for, that's the guy that's running the Instagram. That's not Latrell Sprewell. That's not his friends. And he messaged me, and I guess he worked for Lindsey Sterling, the violin player.
Okay.
And I guess that
this dude's just going to all different kinds of concerts.
This guy. This guy goes to more concerts than like a house photographer. He's getting into anything that he can get into. It's kind of crazy when you think about it.
Now, if he was smart, if I was him, I would have started saying that the Zach Myers official page is actually not really Zach Myers. It just really makes it super weird.
And you could have. And then, we also figured out since last week, I told you guys, we figured out that Latrell Sprewell has an actual Instagram page.
So I'm going to start a movement. With you saying that, Zach, I'm starting a movement. # free Latrell Sprewell. And it's just going to have the certified check mark for Instagram.
Oh, are you sure that's not just Latrell Sprewell gets into shows for free?
I'm going to do that. Yeah. Free Latrell Sprewell.
Free Latrell Sprewell. Yeah, that's kind of my thing. So I saw our friend Morgan Rose from Seven Dust had commented on his page too. And I texted Morgan, I go, hey man, this isn't Latrell Sprewell. And Morgan is like a diehard New York sports fan. Like he loves the Knicks. He loves the Yankees. Like that's kind of what him.
He loves anything, but he loves it a lot.
He loves, yeah.
That dude's passionate about everything.
So, and him and I actually hit it off when we first hit it off years and years ago. It was about we both love the Yankees. So I texted him, I go, hey man, that's not really Latrell Sprewell. And he was like, dude, I was so stoked, man. Like I love Latrell Sprewell. And I go, yeah, we all do, but that's not him. I'm like, that's not who this guy is. So the crazy part is
Zach ends the text with thanks, Eddie George.
Thanks, man. Vince Young out. So, John, I'm a little scared about this fella now. I'm not gonna lie.
You shake the bee's nest a little bit. This guy's coming. And I can't wait to see Seal. I can't wait to see Seal or Jeff Hardy backstage, looking like this guy.
All right, we're gonna bring Kelsey in now. Kelsey, of course, from Grind City Media, does the Grizzlies show. Also got a DM from our friend Latrell Sprewell.
Is currently dating Latrell Sprewell too. Both of them. It's a weird menage a trois where they swap personalities.
All right, I'm gonna bring that in. So
hi, look how made up you are now. You just sent me a video of you and your mom, and you like weren't, and now you're like you're in it now.
See how long and quick that took? I'm ready to go.
So we were just talking about our friend fake Latrell Sprewell.
Well, hold on. John had said something. I guess you and fake Latrell are dating. Is this accurate?
Yeah, but only via the internet because he's just not my type in real life. But
interesting.
But why? Why do you think? Why is he not your type in real life?
You don't like his jump shot or his post-up ability?
I actually just don't like his voice that much. You guys heard it, right?
His voice is crazy.
Yeah, I don't like the way he says laminates.
Laminates.
Are we talking about the real Latrell or this other guy?
Here's the thing. And what she told me, I was doing her podcast and brought this up. And then she talked about it on the Chris Vernon show, which, John, you took me and Brent to. We did that show in Memphis. And the thing is she knows, who do you know? Somebody that's related to him, his nephew or something?
Yeah, I have like a friend of a friend who actually knows his like real nephew, the real Latrell Sprewell's nephew.
So she got us his real Instagram, which by the way has less followers than fake Latrell Sprewell and isn't verified.
What's weird is that the real Latrell is actually commenting on the fake one, but they're having a conversation because they don't know who's real.
Kelsey, meet John and Paul. And if your career ends after this podcast, we apologize in advance.
That's why I told you I was too terrified to come talk to you.
That's all right. It's fine. I know. I've been trying to get you on for a minute, and it's pretty bad that.
How much did Zach pay you to be on this podcast? Like, did you have to bribe her?
Yeah, it's like 25.
So it's not a fair trade.
It's not a fair trade.
Zach told her he was a Macho Man Randy Savage. She's like, oh yeah, come on the show. It'll be fun.
I actually told her I told her I was the original Isaiah Thomas, and she totally believed me because my Instagram was verified. Because you can change your Instagram name to anything once, like. So I'm gonna start changing my name to random things. I'm just like, oh, what's up, Chris Mullen? I'm like, yeah, that's me.
What's up, Elton John? What's up, Elvis Presley?
But Latrell sent her the same selfie.
Stop, really?
Yeah, same selfie. I feel like that's just the one he goes to. And if you go, like Zach, you saw it. If you go to his the real Latrell's, he has other selfies. Like there's more recent ones.
That guy he cares not about authenticity, obviously. I mean, clearly. He's not, the guy's not smart. That's the thing. Is he smart enough to
give him a little bit of credit?
He catfished all you guys.
No, I figured it out. When this man had a fake Louis Vuitton bag and Caucasian legs, I was like, that is not Latrell Sprewell.
No, but once you got it, you're like, holy shit, Latrell Sprewell's hit me up. I was like, oh, damn, that's cool.
I sent my guitar picks. I sent like 10 new PRS guitars. I'm going to borrow my Tesla next time he wants to do a drive around in Memphis. Like, oh, man, this is my boy. And sure enough, it turns out the guy looks like Eddie from Little Monsters or whatever that fucking show. Joke. I wanted it to be real. That's why I'm super pissed.
Yeah, of course we did. We wanted him to come out to a show and take a picture of us like he's fake.
Choke everybody out, yeah.
Like the best thing ever.
Yeah, but we found the real one, so now you guys can just DM the real one.
I did DM him, and I also tagged him in the. So before you jumped on here, we talked about fake Latrell Sprewell blocked me on Instagram.
Oh, I want to see if he because we tagged him in a bunch of our stuff too when we released. I want to see if he blocked me.
So here's a good question then. What should be the punishment if you get caught faking somebody else's account and doing all of this shit that he's doing? What should be the punishment? Like time in prison? Like what's the punishment here?
That's heavy. Which by the way,
Latrell Sprewell gets to actually choke you out?
That'd be legit.
I think karma will get this person quicker than any other law.
Here's the punishment.
I got to get Kelsey's intake on this too.
You have to get. There has to be a celebrity boxing match, and this little chubby white guy has to actually fight Latrell Sprewell.
He fights Aaron Carter,
and all the money goes to charity. The charity that he said he was getting the fake signed jerseys and passes for.
Yes, that's a great idea.
Kelsey, what should be the punishment for someone faking being a celebrity, then indeed getting verified by Instagram, and then duping people out of things for charity?
So I know you guys are kidding. Like maybe he should get beat up, but someone commented in one of our YouTube videos that like impersonating someone for it wasn't even a lot. It was like $250. If you gain money off that, it's like a federal offense in Missouri.
Yeah. Well, first off, anything over $500 doing anything is a felony in any state, anywhere. So my brother is a lawyer, and I asked him about this. I don't know what it is about the impersonation thing though. Like I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what that would get you. Like a
Mahomes signed jersey or something like that's going to go for more than $500
for sure.
Zach, I probably owe you some money then. Let's just
how much of my signed stuff questions. Have you sold on the internet? John disappeared.
Just don't ask, please. I owe you money. Just don't press charges.
John can't see any of us. John can't see any of us right now. For some reason, his Zoom isn't working. He can't see any of us, so it's like you can tell his rhythm is very off right now.
Yeah, well, I'm also actually the fake Latrell, so I'm trying to craft my voice here carefully.
I don't understand. Like, why not pretend to be somebody that like you could maybe even try to do the voice for? Like, he almost sounds like Kermit the Frog, so he could say he was like the guy who played Kermit the Frog or something. I don't know. Like,
say you're Butterbean, say you're King Kong Bundy. Like, pick someone. Okay, cool. It's him.
Kelsey's young and didn't get any of those references that we just said.
You King see Kong Bundy, eyes glazed over. I was like,
King Kong Bundy is an old wrestler, like an old WWF wrestler, and then Butterbean.
I can't see you, Kelsey, but I'm guessing you're like 45 or something.
Wow,
it is fake Latrell Sprewell.
She Kelsey actually is the fake Latrell Sprewell. Yeah. Actually,
I'm actually not faking Latrell Sprewell. I'm faking being Cameron. Is that his name?
Cameron. Yeah.
What a piece of work.
What was his last name? Cameron Carson is his name.
I knew it was another C.
My favorite thing is him trying to still try and get stuff out of Collective Soul.
Zach!
It's the best.
What?
I got another DM from another band. Hold on.
Another band?
Yeah.
It's the Cheap Trick Official. It's a bunch of guys from Jamaica Plains, New York.
It's Eric Clapton and Carlos Santana.
I'm the only band guy that's allowed to slide into your DMs, Kelsey.
No, you didn't.
Kelsey's like, oh, I got a dick pic from Terry Faircrota. Oh, that's wonder.
I don't know who that is.
I don't even know who that is.
The manager of the Red Sox for the World Series.
You guys know Kip Moore?
That's a Boston thing, kid.
Do I know who?
Kip Moore.
Yeah, Kip Moore is a country singer.
Okay.
Are you outing Kip Moore for sliding into your DMs right now?
No, his tour manager got duped by the fake Latrell Sprewell, and he was asking all these questions, and he's like, I want to know the guy's real name so that he's never allowed to come back to one of these things. And I asked him, I was like, was he asking you for laminates? And he sent me the screenshot of the text. And
I need you to send that to me.
Okay, hold on.
We're pulling open a full CSI investigation here on fake Latrell.
Dude.
Like, this has got to get blown open. Like, we have to have a special catfish thing.
Okay, so
Kels, I'm going to text you right now, and you can read it. Your voice is better for reading these.
All right, so Kels, how I've got blocked was someone commented on fake Latrell's Instagram and said, "Hope your friends got into the show okay last night." And I was like, "Hey, whatever friends that you're talking to, they didn't. That's not what happened." He said, I hope he commented on Latrell's page, fake Latrell, and said, I hope your friends made it into the show okay last night. And I was like, hey man, whoever you got into a show, this wasn't Latrell Sprewell's friends. So the guy DM'd me. It was this girl, Lindsay Sterling, who's she's a violin player.
Awesome musician. Yep.
Amazing musician. So got into it. I guess he put Latrell's friends, Cameron Carson, on the guest list for a show, and the guy DM'd me, and he was like, so I hope he doesn't watch this because I'm not making fun of him when I say this, but he was like, yeah, I talked to my investigator friends. This Instagram page will be shut down today, and I'm like, I doubt it, dude. Like we've we've gotten some national press about this, and I don't think so. Here's the DM.
Whose page did we shut down?
Okay, so this is the DM. Okay, so this is what Catfish Latrell.
Oh yeah,
That's his new
and
name.
it's like, so he saved the contact. This Kip Moore tour manager guy, he saved the contact in his phone called Catfish Latrell, and it's a picture of like Cameron Carson or whatever.
Yes.
Okay, so I guess this is you saying this is crazy. Let me message you some details when I'm home. And the guy goes, 4 people I'm bringing to the show, but I only want a laminate for myself. They don't need that special privilege. Should this be a problem? There was no way he was getting a laminate. He loves laminates. It's so weird.
So is this guy going like, okay, if you get a laminate, what's he going to go backstage and hang out by himself? Like try and I don't understand.
If you saw it, Zach, if you go to the first one, like he
I
was.
didn't know you sent 2.
Yeah, that's the original message. He was like asking for backstage passes. He got this guy's phone number the same way like he got y'all's phone number, like just out of the blue. Like it's so.
This
crazy.
is so crazy. Please don't be a Catfish account. Yeah.
Like,
Also, this dude was probably sliding in your DMs a little bit because you're kind of not unattractive either. You know what I mean? Let's be honest.
Like,
Yo, let's be honest.
I wish I could see.
Kelsey just sent me a video of her and her mom, and I'm like, oh, mom fine too.
She posted the picture though. The video was her and Latrell.
Your mom's been talking to Latrell Sprewell. And she's like, listen, me and your dad have been having some problems, and I've been seeing Latrell Sprewell on the side.
the real one or the fake one?
The fake one.
both me and John both.
Oh my God. Are you in Canada right now?
I'm in Canada.
What part?
Just outside of Toronto.
Oh, sorry about that.
Hold on. Did you bring the dog?
No, he's at daycare.
What's in Canada?
She's from Canada.
I'm Canadian.
So if you were to impersonate anybody on the internet, who would you impersonate?
Avril Lavigne or
Dash.
Geddy Lee from Rush.
Drake.
Yes, instantly go to Canadian.
Trish Stratus.
Is she Canadian? She is Canadian.
She was Canadian, right?
Yeah.
Was
Stacy? She's still alive. I'm
Alicia
assuming she's.
Cuthbert, I think maybe.
Stacy Keebler's stems are Canadian for sure.
Hey, would you consider? I have a niece who loves Drake. Kelsey, would you consider making a fake Instagram page and telling her you're Drake?
I'll just change my IG account to Drake.
Because you're verified, right? You have a verified Instagram.
you could be anybody you want at that rate.
But like only post pictures of Drake from like now 26, where it's like very early, like just shitty pictures.
Like Degrassi High Drake.
And I won't delete the pictures of me that are already there. I'll just like.
You just start a new page from there on. Yeah.
First off,
You identify as early Drake.
that's what I'm saying. Like, here's where this guy messed up to me, bro. The first pictures on your page are of you.
One of him and Latrell though.
Yeah, I did see the one of him and Latrell. Well, Latrell's like doesn't even want to be near. This guy's like, this is clearly a fan photo.
He probably took his DNA there, like some weird sci-fi movie, like assimilated him.
He printed Latrell Sprewell on a 3D printer. And was like, hey, Latrell, send this video to Instagram. I was like, hello, I'm Latrell Sprewell.
He does talk like a weird robot, right? Like
he does kind of talk like a weird robot, which is kind of weird.
In all fairness, the best part is this dude's wearing a laminate in his picture with Latrell.
That's the best. I wonder what laminate he was wearing.
It's so prestigious.
It looks like a VIP one to whatever event Latrell was at.
This guy's going to murder somebody, man. We're going to be responsible for it.
I have no problem killing that guy.
I feel like we're like Scooby-Doo right now. I feel
we
like
need to get Catfish.
At the very least, we're the Boxcar Children, and we are trying to figure out who done it.
John, if we're Scooby-Doo, who's who?
Kelsey is Scooby.
Not even a female character.
Zach is Vilma, or whatever that bobbin-headed pig beetle thing is with the purple sweater. Paul is Scruffy. He's like a Mexican
Shaggy?
Scruffy. Shaggy, yes.
Scrappy?
Wait,
No, you're
Shaggy?
You're Shaggy. You're a Mexican Shaggy.
When you
and
said
I guess
that, all I
I'd
pictured was a Mexican version of Shaggy the rapper.
I just have a big fucking sombrero on. Like, what
You
the
have a big
hell?
sombrero with like a tattoo of Latrell Sprewell on your chest.
Wait, did Johnny keep like the hot girl character for himself?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I'd be the girl with the blonde hair. I think.
Yeah.
You'd be
Blonde hair
Daphne?
guy.
Daphne.
No, the blonde hair. Who's
so
the
you're
blonde hair?
sucking. You're sucking off what's his name?
Who's the dork? Who's the dork
I'll suck
guy?
off one of the ghosts.
Oh my God! Welcome to our podcast, Kelsey.
That is that's Scruffy.
I actually can't name all the characters outside Scrappy Doo, Scooby, Scrappy.
Was there a Ralph?
You just said Scrappy.
I'm looking this up.
Yeah, we gotta
figure.
Yeah, who's the jock? The guy with the blonde hair that thinks he's badass, but probably the biggest bitch in anything Hanna-Barbera.
He looks like his name's Eric.
We got Shaggy.
Fred.
We got Velma. We got Daphne. Yep. Fred.
Oh, that guy looks like he slept with. Fred has slept with every character on that show.
All right, so we have Kelsey here being Kelsey is Scooby-Doo. I'm Shaggy. Zach, you're Velma. John, you're Daphne sucking off Fred because I think they're together.
Hey, if we get to solve this crime, I'll suck off Fred.
Oh my God, there is a lady here.
Zach, my mom.
I can't tell. I don't. It could be Latrell Sprewell.
Kelsey's mom's here. Watch your language.
I can't see shit. It could be Popeye Jones.
My mom says I have to go.
Okay. Aww. All right. Thank you for joining us, Kelsey. Sorry, we said bad words, so Kelsey has to leave now. Hi, Mom. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Zach,
enjoy
you went
Canada.
wrong. Kelsey, Mom's got it going on. Bye, Kelsey.
Bye. Nice to meet you guys. Good
Bye,
luck
Kelsey.
Catfish investigating.
Thank you. All right, Kelsey's gone.
She's never coming back.
Yeah, that was the last
with
time.
Her is gone. I want you to know that
she's gonna block me on Instagram after this.
What just happened?
She's about to block me on Instagram
immediately. You guys are not friends.
Yeah, what just happened though? Like, what was said? Well, that was so abrupt.
She's you need to get off this podcast with these boys.
They have somewhere to go.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't see. I can't tell.
No, I wasn't. I was joking that we said a bad word.
I can hear you. Cut it off.
I was joking that we said a bad word.
I didn't know what even's going on right now. Like, you don't even know if I'm John.
Kelsey's mom's very. I thought that was like her sister or something.
No, it's her mom, bro.
That's Kelsey, your mom's got it going on.
What up, Kelsey's mom?
Right.
So
we're getting on Catfish. We're going to be on MTV Catfish.
JR, play Stacy's mom right here, but change it to Kelsey's mom.
Kelsey's mom is good.
No. Kelsey, can't you see? You're just not good for me.
A person.
Where did we go from here? Like we just talked about fake Latrell Sprewell.
So a person who was held captive not held captive.
This is taking a turn.
Got set free this week, and it wasn't Britney Spears.
Dun dun dun! This is a whole Scooby-Doo episode. Like I feel like Britney Spears takes off the mask and it's actually just Bill Cosby.
You know what, though? What's crazy is if Britney identified as Bill Cosby, they would actually let her out of her.
She has like one of those cardboard like cutout faces.
Just like
every Bill Cosby.
And I would have got away with it too if it wasn't for you meddling kids. Britney. We found out all the things about Britney, and then for some reason the judge was like, hard enough, fam. Yet, what if it was the same judge, that let out Bill Cosby?
It's like they're reading the verdict. It's like, on behalf of Britney Spears, we would like to free Bill Cosby. It's like, what the fuck just happened here?
First off, Bill Cosby should not be a free man.
Correct. We all agree on that, right, John?
Listen, John.
Yeah, John. I hate that guy.
Listen, if there's a case where one person comes out and says that you did something, obviously you have room to prove your case. You have room that they could be lying. You could have room. There's lots of things you could do within the judicial system to make yourself
plead your case.
To plead your case of innocence, right?
Yep.
When you rape like 80 people, listen,
and all of those cases just go away.
I said this all along. There's definitely some fake ones in there for sure. Because once people start coming out, everyone's going to come out for sure. But bro, you raped at least like 25, 30 people.
Which is 25, 30 way too fucking many.
Which is 40 too many.
Which is way over that number too many. Like
yet Britney Spears is worth hundreds of $1 million and living on a stipend of like $3,000 a month or $4,000 a month or something, or a week or whatever. Like come on, man. Like listen. I don't I don't get that. Bill Cosby created his own demise, right? He had been doing this for years.
Decades.
Since the 60s, right? Was like the first.
When that guy told Eddie Murphy to
question.
stop saying the F word and when that guy told Eddie Murphy how to be a comedian, that dude, when Eddie Murphy roasted him on that, I think it was Raw, where he basically told Bill Cosby to shut the fuck up. It was the best. It just talk about karma. This Mr. Goody Two Shoes, his whole life trying to be like this martyr and hero for comedians and two wholesome family TV fucks, and he's the guy doing this evil shit. It's super weird.
He's got Free Willy sized skeletons living in his closet. Yet he's like, don't say the F word. You know, like
I got a question. What do you think? What were they putting in his
your
jello
favorite Free
or
Willy
his
movie?
pudding in prison?
I know about
Was
his
he getting
pudding.
the hookup?
I certainly know about his pudding. He was putting his dick in a bunch of fucking places he shouldn't have been.
And then
dude.
guess what? Somebody else was putting their dick in some.
Do you think Bill Cosby?
Hopefully somebody was putting their dick inside Bill when he was in prison.
100%.
Do you think Bill
I like
Cosby
this
has seen the movie Free Willy? Do you think he watched that movie?
Probably.
It seems generic enough for Bill Cosby to like.
Yeah, I like that. He's actually the one that killed all the animals during the movie Blackfish or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. He's actually sneaks into SeaWorld at night and rapes sea life too.
My God,
dude. Here's the thing, man. Like, for those victims of that, I can't man, what the fuck are you thinking right now that this guy? Here's the thing. Somebody like Britney Spears didn't create her own prison here. You know what I mean? She was a victim of a camera being in your face all the time, 24/7.
Yes.
No one is gonna, listen.
Balance a normal life like that.
I'm never gonna be that famous, so I don't understand it. But I've had my share of weirdos and people who try to get involved in my life, and that's why I keep my circle small for that reason, But she got called crazy. By the way, calling somebody crazy is like the most dismissive shit you can ever do because you don't understand their life. You've never been in their life. So just saying to be quick, and you know what? Maybe she did lose her mind for a second, but goddamn, man, we
got John here. He's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, but let him live.
This whole thing's just super weird, man. I feel so bad for her.
But how do you not lose your mind in that situation?
Right. No, I don't know. I mean, people are losing normal people, and I say normal because none of us are normal, but we lost our minds for the last 18 months locked up in our houses. But this woman's been living in a mental prison even longer than that, and she can't even escape it. Even the people she's supposed to, or at least think would have her back and like her family, whatever, they don't. And it's just super sad.
Yeah. She's not allowed to have any of her own thoughts of what she wants to do. Fucking get married if she wants. She can't do literally anything.
She can't even watch WWE Raw. Like, it's tough, man.
It's a rough one for sure. I'm with you. I just don't understand. She grew up in this life for the last 25, 30 years not 30, but 25 years of having a camera in your face the entire time. And you came up as a young child girl.
Yeah.
You were immediately sexualized, right? From Jump Street, which, I'm the same age as
Shakira too. Didn't Shakira go through something similar with a producer or something?
Kesha did. Yeah.
Kesha, yeah.
Yeah, Kesha claimed that one of her producers was super creep. And then kind of got dismissed the same way. Listen.
Right, it's weird, man.
I always talk about cancel culture, right? And there are women who come out against men who are 100% lying, and that's fucked up. But you gotta listen to everybody at least and take into account and get the facts. But dismissing a woman, to me that's fucked up. Listen.
Yes,
there are straight up women who have come out and straight up lied. The Aziza Ansari thing. There's the parts of the Dalia thing. You know what I mean? There's all these things, right? So it's people are gonna lie. It's today. You can make up anything, and people are so desperate for the click. They want to believe. They want to believe the crazy thing. It's so much easier to go, "Oh, she's crazy." Done. Now I know this.
Such bullshit, man.
It's such bullshit. It's so dismissive, but at the same time, it's her manager. I just saw her manager just resigned as of today. Her manager, Larry Rudolph, who I've met, great guy. Has nothing to do with the conservatorship, and says he hasn't even talked to her in 5 years or whatever. I feel like that's like the last dude in her corner, and he just was like, "Yo, I'm out." Like, you know what I mean? Like, which sucks because I feel like that was one of those things. Like, yo, you're gonna resign. Like, we're pushing.
But
you
I'm
out.
sure it's like he's under a lot of scrutiny as well. I don't know the case by any means, but I'm just assuming. Like, a lot of people are coming down on him. Like, hey, you're her manager. Like, what are you doing to fix this? Like, at what? Like, his hands are probably tied too. Like, he's like, I can't even do anything. Like, and I'm helping her get to this point of fame, and he doesn't even have a say. Like, that's just so crazy to me that, oh, your dad has a say over what you can and can't do.
And it's
Can
also
we just discuss the bangers that she has though for hits?
So
like
insane.
Iconic.
And how crazy is foreshadowing the song "Slay for You"?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think all these songs, she's like Toxicity and all this stuff. These are all cries for help.
Toxicity is a System of a Down song. I think you mean Toxic.
Toxic. Well, she covered that. Her and Serge.
Same.
Yeah, they covered it. They did
Chop Suey too.
Yeah, they did an Armenian version with the guys from Who, so they had Mongolian vocal screams too. Yeah, I just think maybe all her stuff she wrote was actually like cries for help in her music.
I mean, possibly. Like I said, you've had a camera shoved in your face, and you shaved your head, and you maybe went off the trail for a minute, but it's like for this long, 13 years later, to still be, you only get to spend this much of your money. They tell you when you can eat, when you can drink, what medicine you can take.
Was she the one that dated Kevin Federline, or they had a kid? Is that
they had a kid to get two kids together?
Shit! Whatever happened to that guy?
That guy's living fucking.
He was
easy,
a great
bro.
wrestler.
That guy's the president of fucking Easy Street, bro.
Oh yeah, that guy got real fat. Like after he was like they broke up, that dude got, I don't know about now. I don't.
K-Fed got paid for banging Britney Spears.
But that just shows you right there, like you can't even do the right thing in the eyes for the woman of the mother of your kids. Like, that's so just super, like, man the fuck up, dude. Like,
I was wondering kind of where he's. Yeah, I'm with you. I was kind of wondering where he's been in all this. You know what I mean?
Take out the drama you two had together. Like, who gives a fuck? But for the sake of your kids, like, imagine these kids going through. Imagine your kids going through something. If this was you and Bethany, Zach, where you're kind of Zach shaves his head and identifies as Latrell Sprewell, and we can't do anything about it but now think of the kids. Like, I would feel super, super sad.
Yeah, I agree with that. And then to have, the same week that you come out and you literally, kind of voice your opinion to the world about everything that's going on with you, and you do all this, they let a rapist go.
That's fucked, dude. So,
and not a guy who raped like one person.
The same
week. The same, and not a guy that first off, I don't know why the fuck I said that. That fucked me. That was a stupid thing to say. That he didn't rape one person. It doesn't matter how many people you rape. You shouldn't rape anybody, and if you should, you should.
I know what you're saying. Like, this isn't like
you stole someone's someone's sense of safety. You know what I mean?
Safety, choice, everything.
This dude was raping. Like hotcakes, baby. He was,
That sounds bad saying it that way, but yes.
He was raping so many people and roofing them. So he was drugging them and raping them and get set free. So this will be the news
How many years did he actually serve?
Pudding?
How many cups of pudding did he serve? I think it was 1,300.
More than fucking prison time. Let's put it that way.
All right. So
that guy was supposedly blind. He walked out of there doing the hopscotch. Like, well, come on. Like, this thing's a joke.
It's not funny, but it's fucking funny because it's like, it's so insane.
All right. So
Harvey Weinstein will get out soon. He'll be able to direct and produce movies. He'll be walking fine. I mean, this guy looks like a.
On this same thing, we'll do Paul. Paul reads the news right here.
Paul reads the news. Paul reads the news.
Yeah. So I guess when Cosby walked out of jail doing fucking cartwheels or whatever for a crippled blind man.
He did hopscotch.
For a crippled blind man who said he didn't need to go to prison because he didn't have his wits about him. I guess he was wearing a high school shirt. Like, he always wears like college, Stanford. Like, that was kind of his thing forever.
Sure.
Right? He wore like Stanford.
Yeah.
I guess he wore like the shirt of like a high school. And like the high school class president like came out and was like, you are to never wear that shirt again. And listen, I don't like Bill Cosby. I'll set Bill Cosby on fire in the middle of fucking Times Square right now, because I think he's a shit person. But for some high school kid to go, you are never, shut up, you fucking nerd. Like, you can't tell people what they can and can't wear.
Just fuck.
You dummy. Well, oh yeah, I'm sorry, 16-year-old kid. We're going to listen to you. I hate Bill Cosby. And I'm like, dude, I almost wish Bill Cosby had a damn hat and a hoodie of it now.
Mm-hmm.
You idiot.
I don't care what he wears. I wish he was wearing a pile of dirt on him. I don't, but you're right.
I wish he had about 6. I
I
personally wish he had about 6 feet of it on him. Yeah, I'm with you there.
It's just so stupid.
All right, that's my news bit.
Can we talk about the woman who got excommunicated from the fucking from the Olympics?
Yeah.
With the marijuana.
Marijuana? How insane!
Ridiculous.
What's
Do
her
you
name
want
again?
to?
I would love to.
Michael Phelps got fucked too that one year.
Because it's what's her name?
I don't know how to pronounce her name, so I'm not trying to be
Richardson.
rude.
I know her last name's Richardson.
Yeah.
That blows
Fastest woman
my
alive.
like. Okay, how do you fuck off? Is all I'm saying. Like weed, man. Like it's weed. And it's legal in a majority of the fucking states now in the United States that we're representing. So
And it's not a performance enhancer, right?
it's not a performance enhancer. And you're going to say you can't go to the Olympics because you smoked weed?
Like if she wasn't on weed, she'd probably be even faster. Like they're lucky.
Listen, coming from people like that don't even partake heavily in drugs or anything, fuck off.
Speak for
It's
yourself.
weed. Like,
You guys know me. Oh man, this is.
let's hear it, Zach. Come on.
Here comes
All right,
the
We're going to wrap this episode up soon, but
we're
let's
gonna
hear
wrap
it.
it up soon. Here comes the deep water. Ryan Lochte
Yep.
faked being robbed at gunpoint in another country and tried to blame it on people in the other country, and nothing happened to him.
At a gas station.
At a gas station.
Faked it.
Faked it. Nothing happened.
Faked.
This chick smoked weed. And listen, you guys know me. I hate just as much as I hate both political parties, and I hate both sides of everything. She knew the rules. She did. But
Yeah, rules are rules. I get
the
it.
rules are rules. But the fact that that's still a rule.
Insane.
First off, no one you've ever met in your life has smoked weed and their athletic ability gotten better. Ever.
So what is...
Not ever. Okay, now here's my problem. Listen. This episode's going to go along a little bit longer than we wanted it to. I won't even... this is... All right.
Come on.
Yeah, well, you say that now. There's people who come out and go, listen, I don't have a problem with these people. I don't have a problem with these people. And they really do. That's how they word it.
That's
so I'm not
smoke
even,
weed or whatever, right?
No. I'm going way deeper water than that.
Oh boy.
I won't even say I don't have a problem with. I support all gay people. I support all trans people.
Yeah.
I don't like when people use science when it's convenient for them. A lot of people do it. It bothers me, right? So if I say, okay, well, biologically, men are stronger than women, that's true. That's science. So when you have someone born a man who's allowed to lift weights in the Olympics, I think Norway or one of the other countries.
See, you're taking a way different turn.
No, I am. But here's
said
why.
subject.
I know, but here's why. This young African American woman can't run in the Olympics because she smoked weed. Yet a person who was born a man, and listen, this is my problem with it. Again, I support all trans people. Do whatever. I've always said I don't mind what anyone does as long as it doesn't affect someone else's life.
Sure.
You're affecting someone else's life. You know why? Because there are women who have trained their entire lives for this moment.
That can't play a sport because, yep.
They've trained their entire lives for this moment in weightlifting, a sport specifically about strength. Men are biologically stronger than women. That's science. Doesn't matter. Here's the thing, and people bring up the women playing major league sports all the time. I'll tell you this.
I would be stoked on that, by the way.
If a female was like literally worked her ass off and got picked up by a major league baseball team or a national basketball team. Now, I don't think it should happen in football because it's the same reason I don't think trans or
that's
women,
a contact sport.
That's a contact sport. You're hitting a woman. Men are stronger than women. That's science. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you disagree with it.
But
It doesn't
baseball?
It doesn't matter if you like what I fucking say. this is science. You like it when it works for you. You like it when it came to fucking COVID. You liked it when it came to all this shit. Don't down science when it's this is a fact, and a fact doesn't care about how the fuck you feel about it. That's biology. It's a fact. So, dude, bro. But if there was a woman that like got picked up by a Major League Baseball team, I'm the first motherfucker in line buying that jersey. So I would be stoked about that, dude. Oh my God. I think that would be one of the best things for sports. Now, if it ever happened. But now, same line, I don't think men should play in women's sports because LeBron James is going to score 1,100 points in a WNBA game. So we got to figure out where the lines
flop
are.
just as much.
Flop the same. Some chick swings her hair around and LeBron's
James Harden's just laying on the ground just because he got scratched.
But he still scored 900 points because he's athletically just a.
So here's my thing real quick to jump on that is my daughter is 8 years old and she is loves sports, especially baseball, loves baseball. She wants to be a professional baseball player when she grows up. She's like, Dad, can I be a professional baseball player?
I love that.
I by the time I want to tell her yes, because by the time she's old enough, I hope to God that we can make that segue of women playing men's sports if they're not contact, and it should be accepted. Like if you're good enough to make it into the MLB, why not?
But the talent level shouldn't have to change for it.
No, but if you can strike a guy out with a pitch,
oh yeah,
why not,
dude?
They brought fucking
which I'm sure
chimpanzee.
Some women could.
Chimpanzee, that thing could pitch.
I'm telling you right now, if a WNBA player one day steps into the NBA, I'm the first person buying that jersey.
Yeah. Dude, absolutely.
I think that would be amazing. I've never had a problem with that. Ever since I was a kid, I was like, dude, if a woman is good, like proves herself enough and is like good enough to play at that level of sporting, dude,
I had such
sign
a good
me
joke,
up,
I'm
bro.
not going to say it.
No, I know you. I'm sure you do.
Yeah, probably playing in Memphis.
Anyway, no, no, man. Like, that's my thing though. When it comes to an Olympic sport that has strength, you can't eliminate a person because they smoked weed and then tell a person who was born a man that is probably honestly, if I can call the future, about to dash the dreams of women, dude, who have worked their asses off to get somewhere and be the strongest in that thing. And then there's a person who was listen, doesn't matter. Science doesn't care how you feel. You're born a man. You're born a man. You have the biology of a man. You're stronger. Dash the hopes of that. That bums me out. It does. I don't like it.
And if you want to play a sport, here's my thing. If you want to play a sport for fun, you want to play a pickup game, or you want to play a softball game with your friends who are girls or guys or whatever, that's fine. But I agree when it comes to major sports, like where do you draw the line?
Yeah, we got to figure out the line. That's all I've been thinking the whole time. Yo, you want to, John? Do you want to wait for some dreams?
But let me ask. I got a life advice here. A question I think will kind of lighten up the mood for this episode. Shaman
it up.
John the Shaman, keeping you on track. All you gotta do is touch his big old sack of mail.
So basically, so I'm just going to paraphrase this person. Obviously, it's a female. Their email. They sent a bunch of questions, life advice, but it's basically based on our conversation last week, our sexual escapades or whatever we went down that rabbit hole. So the life advice is, or question: what sounds do you want to hear your partner make when they orgasm? So that's kind of like a
Zach, go ahead.
Yeah. Zach's like,
This sounds like Macho Man Randy's
whatever. Yeah. I was literally about to say like whatever the Macho Man Slim Jim sounds are. No. I think sometimes.
Go ahead, Zach. Let's hear it.
I've been with people who are like screamers, and I think that's like so overboard. Like
it's weird when a guy.
It's more of a turn off.
Right? Listen, man. Like I'm. Yes, really. If we're hearing a guy scream such a high pitched voice.
Oh wow!
It's like a demon, like a poltergeist being sucked out of your Johnson.
JR, can you please just put that he did on repeat? God. Oh man,
Screamers are too much.
Screamers are too much. You know, I like a good moan or I like some dirty talk, man. Give me some dirty talk.
Yeah,
I like some dirty words, bro.
Sure. Yeah, you want to plant some vegetables and get all muddy and let the rain hit you, and then I'm gonna pick ticks off your ankles because you've been cutting grass all day.
I'll tell you what I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear somebody say I'm not even going to say it because then John will say it.
No.
I don't want somebody to say that word the way John says it because that's just cringeworthy. I'm not saying it.
Do not.
I'm not.
I really don't know what you're talking about.
Good. Then we're going to. If you watched last week's episode, you heard John say a word repeatedly.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I don't want a woman to ever.
Did you guys like the editing I had JR do on that?
So as long as
Paul's with a girl and she's like, "Oh yeah, Paul, hit that."
Oh, stop!
It's bad when you say it. Don't say it again.
All right, Paul. Paul, what do you want to hear?
Turns around, he's like, "Oh yeah, look at my man pussy." Yeah.
Okay, stop. I hate this. This makes me uncomfortable. Paul, what do you want to hear your lover? What noise? Can you voice him? Can you say him with your voice? John, what about you?
Paul's like, "Oh yeah, Diamond cut that pussy. Diamond cut her that pussy."
Yeah, right, talk wrestling to me. Let's see what happens.
All right, John. Let's see. I'm gonna set the scene for you.
Let me go in for an elbow drop.
All right, John. I wanna set this.
I think I'm cute.
Just start singing. Just an old school song.
Start singing "Sexy Boy."
Shawn Michaels toy. Kevin Nash power bombs both of you, and then power bombs.
Oh wow! Yeah, no, talk wrestling to me, and let's see what happens.
Yeah. All right, John. What noises do you want to hear your lover make? I'll set the scene for you. It's 3:15
p.m. or a.m.
p.m. Your lovely girlfriend Erin. Your lovely girlfriend Erin just got picked up from school by her mom, and then brings her back to her house. What noises do you want to hear her make after she takes her braces off?
I can't with this.
I can't do it. Her braces after she takes off her Claire earrings.
Stop it.
God.
Stop. Oh my
God. I can't.
That's
I have too much respect.
Guys, John's girlfriend is perfectly legal age.
All right.
She just doesn't look like it.
So side note, she actually wants to come on the show because she has a question for Zach about Claire's and stuff.
I'm not a frequent visitor.
They get the same brushes from Claire.
Dude, I'll bring Erin. Sure. We can bring Erin on the podcast.
She'd be a good person.
She only wants to do it if Bethany comes.
Well, that's not going to happen. She's never going to be on this podcast. I can tell you that. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen,
surprise for you.
Oh man. You know what? And ladies and gentlemen, we will. This has been episode 18. Sorry, we didn't have to
listen. We didn't talk about the prison story. I have people kicking down my DMs asking about the prison story. We had a lot of stuff.
The last two episodes, though, we've had a lot of things going on. So, in our defense,
we're going to talk about it on the next episode.
You should just post an Instagram live of the prison story so people will stop bugging us about it.
I know. All right.
Anyway,
episode 18.
Episode 18, guys. If you have life advice for Jan, who hasn't been able to see any of us during this podcast, and I just realized that. Email us at suplifeadvice@gmail.com, Paul.
suplifeadvice@gmail.com.
Jan.
SUP pussy lifeadvice at gmail.com.
Oh my God.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out.
Thanks for tuning in. Subscribe to the podcast, please, on YouTube. Like it. Let's shut down this fake Latrell Sprewell, and we will see you next time, nerds.
Nerds. Ooh.